Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy B, and today we are going to be going over all of the Season of Strife and pre-war from pre-Strife kingdoms, which is kingdoms 1 through 480 in Greatest Heights, / what it's now known as is Heights of Power. So we're going to show you screenshots of the top 10 from each of these 60 groups. We're going to show you the top 25 total overall players that have the top 25 highest scores from these kingdoms. We're going to show you the bubble 10 groups, so the 10 kingdom or 10 GH groups that have the lowest barrier of entry to place into the top 10 for the skin. And then we're going to show you a bunch of stats as well from these 60 groups. And yes, for those asking, I will be making the sheet public. If you want to get access to that, just join the Discord. Link to that in the pinned comment description down below. Once you join, go to where it says reaction rolls, select the middle. You can also go on here if you want to support us for YouTube content notify and live stream notifications when that happens. When you select, you go to CallofDragons. If it doesn't pop out, click the header, go to COD Data Stats, and I'm probably going to put it at number 4 somewhere down here on the temporary side. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you throw us up because that helps a lot. Thanks. Okay, here we go. So again, I'm going to kind of go through this quickishly where, again, we just kind of show you each of these. And that's just because if you guys want to take a look at these on your own, you will be more than welcome to. So I'll stop for a few seconds just so you can get a little glance. We'll move on to each because like there's about 60 of these bad boys and grills that we have to go through. And as I said, once we get to the top here, I believe we're going to start off by showing you the overall stats. So it should be each of these, you can see the headers, right? Like 1 through 8, 17 through 24, 33 through 40, right? Because I kind of split this up into two different, we have like a top half and a bottom half. But I also show you off the top 10 placements based on score, not based on name, because that, again, to write all those, that would have taken a while. And personally, the screenshots, I think, just make it a little bit easier because you can already see the name in everyone. And it's already popped out along with having the category right next to it. So it's basically the line that you see there applies to the image under it, or I should say the number that you see, right? So 345, 352 was the previous screenshot, right? So it applies right next to it or under, just to kind of make that easy to understand. But once we get to the top, as I said, we will show you off each of the top 10 placements from each of the groups. And this will make it easy for those of you who are curious on kind of how the middle of the pack looks when it comes to placing for what is now known as Heights of Power and not Greatest Heights. It's nice to know, I think, on the top and the bottom end, like, you know, again, who's the top power and who has the top score in each group. But to me, it almost feels as though what could be a little bit more important for maybe the average populace out there is who's the bubble spot, right? Who's placing at that number 11, that number 10, maybe even 12 and 9? Because you're looking at, well, how close can I get to 10? You know, how much more do I need to push to break in so I can get my skin? And that's what we're also going to be showing you off today. So that way people will have a little bit better idea. Because I want to say this, right? I don't get this too often, but sometimes people will ask, well, hey, boss, what are some kingdoms that I could migrate to that are maybe still strong, but I could be competitive in when it comes to Greatest Heights, right? Now known as Heights of Power. And I always thought this was interesting of a question to get because my view on it was I just didn't think, you know, Heights of Power, Greatest Heights was, you know, the most important reason on why you would want to move and migrate somewhere. I thought, okay, well, hey, maybe people should be wanting to move and migrate to a place because there is good activity. They have good leadership, they have good structure, they are engaged, they show up for PvE and PvP. That was kind of always my outlook. I understood that Greatest Heights, Heights of Power is something that people do care about, but never did I really think that it would be kind of one of the main questions that people would ask when it comes to, well, hey, boss, do you know any kingdoms that I could go to that just are a little bit easier to maybe place into the top 10? And yeah, so I thought, okay, well, you know, we used to cover this often. And, you know, now kind of coming back and doing it just in our own way, I should say, as we are now getting close to the top here. So with that out of the way, we got, I think, 3 more groups here to look at. This is 2. And then the last one, oh, I guess that was the last one. Oh, this is like, okay. So here we go. So let's show off the numbers. So, and like I said, this is going to be available to all of you too as well. This is the top 10 placings in order, top down, for each of the groups. And I'll kind of go through this quickly so then we can show you guys off the top 25 and then the bottom 10 bubble peeps as well, because this is a lot that you're kind of getting thrown at, but it is all organized. So you get to see each 8 kingdom group pairing. And then from there, as it goes down, you can see where each one has place. So like who's the top, who's the bottom for each. And then we'll go here, right? And it's pretty much over at that point. I actually could just remove these now that I think about it. There we go. Looks a little cleaner now. Okay. So let's go down here and we're going to skadoosh our way over. So we're going to start here. So we're going to show you the top 15 groups that have the easiest or lowest score from this latest greatest heights, right? And this was based on 4/1, right? So April 1st, basically when it ended, I think yesterday at a reset. So we have 9.8 mil. This is for group 417, 424. Now these are 15 different groups is how we did it this way. Kingdom 14, or sorry, I should say number 14, which is the 8996 group, 9.5. 9.08 mil for 37, 377 to 384. They came into 13. Here, oops, we'll go a little high there. Number 12, we have 9 mil. I probably should have supersized these two as well and made these a lot bigger. Maybe we'll do that here in a moment. 9 mil, a little bit over that. Because remember, we're going down, not up. So this is Kingdoms 9 through 16, right? There was 9 mil to place in the top 10. At number 11, 233 to 240 group, they were 8.97 mil to place into the top 10. At number 10, 8.59 mil to place into the top 10. That's 449 to 456. Next we have is 433 to 440. That group places 9th. It's 8 mil, a little bit over that to place into the top 10. At number 8, 7.8 mil. That's 201 to 208 group to place into the top 10. 7.42 million, 321 to 328 for that group. They come in at number 7. Number 6 is 6.08 mil for the 121 to 128 group to place into the top 10 for your skin. At number 5, we have 465 to 472. They come in at 3.88 mil to get to the top 10. Number 4, 3.64 million. That's group 329 to 336 to get to the top 10. Number 3 is 425 to 432. They come into 3.02 mil to get into the top 10. And then your top 2 is 473 to 480. That group is going into their pre-war right now for pre-strife, 2.58 mil. And then the number 1 group, if you want to go in to get, again, for your top 10, right, the number 10 bubble score was 1.33 million. That's 401 to 408. Okay. Let's get in and let's show you the goods now for the top 25. Starting at number 25, we have Wormnaha. That's how it came out. Because it was all different letters, but I just tried to spell it out as best as I could see it from NTW. They came in, they scored 40.32 million points. They were in the 49 to 56 group. I probably should have put down what particular kingdom they were from now that I'm thinking about it. I should have put the group and then maybe the kingdom they were in. It's okay. Too late for that. But we know I could say they're 49, right? This is NTS. And then we got hashtag MN hashtag, or sorry, colon MN colon. This is Ninja Raccoon, 40.32 million in the 217 to 224 group. At number 23, we have Lion, the Empire, or the Emperor J, 41.49 million points in the 305 to 312 group. At number 22, we have RA-C Angry Jack, 42.31 million points in the 265 to 272 group. At 21, we have Echo from Kingdom 60. We have 43.09 million points, 57 to 64 group. We have Echo the Empire, or the Empire, right? Shocking that there's like similarities here between that and that, but hey, listen, so be it. 43.57 million points, 57 to 64 group. We have from Echo as well. Ampony, is that how I say that? AMPYNW, that's how it sounds. 43.65 million points here, 57.64 for the group they're in. And then we have at number 18, Echo's Loco Talal, 43.99 million points, 57 to 64. Number 17, HOUW's Lynx Than, 88, 45 mil, 217 to 224. At number 16, we have Luno's Crystal Light, 45 mil from Kingdom 5, 1 through 8 for the group. At number 16, number 15, Echo Louvre. I was going to say love. Sounds a lot better. 45.007, very close there with Crystal Light. Group 57 to 64. At number 14, CMA1, Elk Urner. Okay, I don't know. That first half sounded good. 45.009. These are so close. Million points, 113 to 120 for the group. At number 13, RAC BBK, 45.06 million points, 267 to 272. Echo Sod. Yeah, Sod can die. Number 12, Sod, 45.086 million points, 57.64. Got to give the people some quality clips these days. Number 11, NTW Axon, 45.21 million points, 45 to 56. Honestly, though, I love Sod. Number 10, PNR Unix, if that's right, 45.35 million points, 153 to 160. Number 9, JRX Shinavin, 45.50 million points, 97 to 104. Number 8, we have Echo's Angry, is it Echidna? Echidna, I think. 46.499 million points, 57 to 64. At number 7, TFS's Anferny, right? 47.46 million points, 33 to 40. Echo's Dark Knight, 48.12 million, 57 to 64 group. Number 5, Echo's, what is that, CPT, Capitan? 50.003 mil, 57 to 64. Number 4, Echo Genesis, 50.09 million points. And the top 3, at number 3, DYH's Devilish Red Hair, 52.24 million points, 161 to 168. Number 2, Echo's WoW, which now sounds funny when I say it like that, 55.06 million points, 57 to 64. And number 1 is -GG. Shout out to the gang. Yes, I know it's not, but you know, the old school in me it felt right. LRBKS, or is that Lurbix? I bet you it's like when people spell someone's name, like they say the name, it's Absidy, but they spell it ABCDE. I feel like that's where it is, but I'm just not figuring this one out. 60 million points, coming in at number 1 in Kingdom, 65 to 72. And yeah, there we go. Pretty good. So that breaks down the top 25 players with the most points between Kingdoms 1 through 480. We also looked at the top 15 kingdoms that had the lowest barrier of entry. We showed you screenshots from all the groups to show you off the top 10, so everyone got some love. And for those of you that like a little bit more deep data, you're able to see this too as well. And that's it for us today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Would you like to see us do it any other way? Would you have liked to see us do it all the way through all the kingdoms as well? Or nah, you don't really mind too much about season 3, 2, and 1? Anything else? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for us. As always, until next time, we will catch you later.